Hey kids, got a little bit of free time, so I'm going to make a little video for you about some scales, like we're talking about in the thread. So, before we start, just a little bit of an overview of my gear. This is a MIDI foot pedal. It doesn't make any sounds at all, there's no audio input on this, it just sends signals to other devices, even to my computer, depending on what I'm doing with it. At the moment it's controlling my Yamaha DG Stomp, which is hidden away under my desk there, which is a little multi-preamp and speaker emulator with a few digital effects and EQ on board. And under there is my little Fender practice amp, which is a great little amp and gives really nice sound. There's my shoe with a sock in it so that I can wedge this guitar somewhere, and hopefully once I've done so you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I might move a little bit away just to increase the odds that I'm in frame. How's that looking? Someone will tell me, I'm sure. Alright, so the Melifix, I think, was saying on the thread that he learned a scale in A, and I believe it was a minor scale. What he's probably learned is the first of the 5 pentatonic scales, or really it's one scale with 5 different positions. So if you start it from A, then it's in A, but you can start it from anywhere you like, and wherever you start it will determine the key that you're in. So let's start from A, just like, you know, it's as good a place as any to start, isn't it? And we'd go one. So every bottom note is in fact played on the 5th fret in the first position of the minor pentatonic scale. So 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1 4. It's always a good idea to play the chord that goes with your scale, to sort of reinforce in your mind the framework of the scale, how it should sound, what the backdrop of your scale should really be. I played it a little bit differently there. The way I practice it is to throw a couple of extra notes into the scale just as a little bit of salt and pepper to mix it up a bit, give it a bit more of a, you know, make it a bit more saucy. Now, rather than just practicing this scale up and down, it's a good idea to mix up the way that you play, the way that you ascend the scale. So rather than, you know, straight up and down, maybe go 2 up, 1 down, 3 up, 2 down, mix it up however you like. Whoops. So yeah, that's the first of the 5 shapes. I'll show you just quickly all 5 of them played from, I'm going to start all of them at A, which is not normally how you do it, and it means that each position I'm going to play is going to be in fact in a different key. Or your 4th, I'll come back to the 4th because it's important. And then finally your 5th one. So yeah, all of those were, that's going to sound not very coherent because all of those scales were in fact in a different key. Normally you would play them running up the fretboard. So, starting with an open E, then go into your 2nd one, 3rd, oops, I muffed that up a bit, and your 4th, to your 5th. Back up to your 1st. Now, I said I wanted to come back to the fourth because it's in fact quite important. If you're playing an E-shaped bar chord, wherever your song is sort of starting from, that's really where you would start in the first position of your minor pentatonic. So if say I'm in G, and I wanted to play the minor pentatonic scale against that, then I'd start from my G here. Oops. Oops, where was I? G. So, yeah, okay, G. But if you're playing from an A-shaped bar chord, so from the same fret, that would be a C, then you'd start from your fourth pentatonic scale. Yeah, there you go.